Evening guys, and welcome to the final round of ISRL Gr4 Season 9. We're into round 8 and we're at Interlagos. We got Vit subbing in for Screechy's team, and Screechy just having a bit of off-road issues. I believe he's out of fuel. And here we have Kebab, a Gr4 champion, with an amazing lead of sorry, I just got a message. He's our champion elect with a stonking 39-point lead. There we go. Hat, a convert to the wheel, flying along nicely. Then we got B, very fitting Vodafone Skyline, TNT, GRT, ERT livery car, PB. Shock joining in late. Yo, hippie. Have a good race tonight, mate. Okay, looks like We Are Pros team have gone completely missing tonight. We got Nick. And as I say that, Wrighton appears. We got Gad, Mash. As I said before, Vit wearing his Herbie livery from last season. Hippie there in the pits. And we'll just turn over now. Change over to the stock tech. Holla, Budge. How's it going, Skip? I'm sorry, I can't multitask. I can't type and talk at the same time. It's one of my many faults. So as I say, final round tonight, season 9. Cannot believe I've had this league running now for just under 2 years. With Hat, I believe, possibly in the running for longest serving racer. So tonight's race, Interlagos, as I say, got stock checker on the go at the moment. I know, Screech, I was spot on then, wasn't I? So we're at Interlagos, Asian manufacturers for tonight, 14 laps, tyres available, super softs and softs, tyre wears ×3, fuel is ×7, starting fuel is 65%. And I think the Marmite might be an absolute doozy tonight. Aston Martin Vulcan 16. Reacquainting myself with the car before the race. Hiya Nick, have a good race, mate. It's got lots of speed, but not much else. So we've got Shell Shockers covering for Grizzle tonight. Vit has joined up onto, or we just wait for Nick to get on grid. And he's there. And we'll get this party on the go. So as I say, Vit's in his team livery from last season, supporting Screechy tonight. So here we go, stock check race. If you don't know what one of them is now, it's a no holes barred, do whatever you wish. First over the line is our winner. And away we go. And Screechy there in his practices gets the bump on it. B's up into first place. Frying punt in position. Screechy's rammed his way through. Wrighton's in second, but he won't be for long. Screechy gives him a nudge. Wrighton makes it out into lead. PB in. So B in the lead. Wrighton in second. PB in third. Tebbe in fourth. Screechy in fifth, Hat in sixth, with TNT going for the dive, and Vit just taking them all out. Proper job there. So B clear out him from right in second. Tabby getting closer in third. Better watch out, Wrighton. Tibby just flies past Wrighton there. Gad there in fourth. Shell Shock in fifth. Nick in sixth. TNT going a bit squirrely in seventh. Hippie down to ninth. Hippie into eighth. Screechy in ninth. And Hippie back down. Oh, and Hippie's having hell beaten out of him. So B's flying away with it. But Timmy's closing in. Oh, B shoved Timmy wide. Managed to avoid the barrier. And Wright snuck into first place. Wright looking to try and get the win. Can he hold on to it to take the title? But Timmy's getting that slip. Beast making sure he doesn't get there. Oh, wow. So B in first. Wright in second. Shell Shock stuck into third. Timmy in fourth. Nick in fifth. Gad in sixth. TNT in seventh, Screechy in eighth, Vic comes over the line in ninth, PB in 10th, Hat in 11th, and Mash there in 12th. So there's our result. So B with a win there. And a clean race bonus to go with that as well. Fair play. Quick look at the result. B with a win, Rotten in second, Shell Shock in third, Hippie all the way back in 13th. He must have got absolutely murdered there. So now we'll change over to our so qualifying will be in 2 minutes. Oops, maybe I made up. That was my bad. Sorry, Mash. So we got an 8-minute qualifying. Group 1 will go at first, which is Timmy, Vit. Screechy being funny bugger, as we know he likes to be, bringing that Welsh humour to the party. So now we're going to qualifying. As I say, 8 minutes. Super softs and softs. Fuel tyre at ×3. Fuel at ×7. Starting fuel 65%. So we have Timmy at first. Its code's not working that well, is out in second. TNT in third, Shell Shock in fourth, PB in fifth, Ryan in sixth, and Mash there in seventh. I had a look at the corners, and so they're through T5, heading up to Ferradura. T6, T7, so we'll keep an eye on PB because he's our last one. Burning the hell out of that fuel. Giving himself a nice clean track in front of him as he heads up to the last couple of corners. Making sure nobody's in front. Maybe he's just doing this to wind his teammate up. Heads up to the line. Just waiting for him to get round centre. So, Timmy! There's Peragino. Just waiting for B to come out the pit. Oh, and Timmy's lost it. Timmy's not going to be on pole. Very squirrely, out of shape. Through the final major corner. Got these two sweeping lefts coming up now, and he's Fit there in second. We're going to have one of them rare sides. Tabby! He's not going to be on pole. Or is he? He's done a 138. Fits there, 137.2. Here comes Tim at TNT now. 138. Shell shock up to the line now with a 138.3. Right in there, 138. Mashes up into second with a 137. PB comes across the line for third best time, a 137.858. B's finally come out of the pits. And as he hit, in fact, B's leading them out. So we got B about to start his flying lap now, and away he goes. Nick's onto his, and I saw yellow flags then for some reason. There we go, Gad, Screechy, Hat, and Hippie still sitting in the pits. He's obviously going to be starting from the back. So if we have a look, we got PB on pole. I haven't got a party going, Shilly. So Mash in second, PB in third. But let's get back. So B coming through the well, I'm going to be calling the complex. It's about 6 corners, very close proximity to each other. Heading into that tight hairpin. To the last major left-hand corner. Just a couple of sweeping ones left. What time will he get in? Got Gad there, Screechy, Hat Mice, and Hippie now out on the track. So we got B coming up to the line and set a time of 138.315, which is best fourth. Nick coming across the line, 139, stays in 9th place. Gad across the line with 139, good enough for 10th. Screechy there with a 138.53, good enough for 7th. Hat now coming up to the line. And across the line with a 137.905, good enough for 4th on the grid, 5th on the grid. So now we can watch Hippie as he comes up to start his flying lap. Looking, well, he won't have a choice on the matter. He will be starting on these super softs. Here he goes. Oh, did I just see that right and penalise him through centre? The game's absolutely screwed him. We just wait for the time to run. So I agree. Fits on pole. So, Vit on pole, Mash in second, PB in third, Hat in fourth, B in fifth, Shelley in sixth, Tabby back in seventh, Screechy in eighth, Wrighton in ninth, TNT in 10th, Nick in 11th, Gad in 12th, and Hippie after being royally screwed by the game in 13th. And as I said, Timmy is our champion elect with his 30, and as everyone was saying in the group, Wrighton is our stop check champion for the season. We'll have to check it with drop rounds and such. So it could still be all to play for. But Tabby is our Gr4 champ. And then we'll have our Marmite, which is up to grabs between Mash, Hippie and Timmy. Just wait for the time to run down now, and we'll get into the race. 14 laps, tyre wear at ×3, fuel at ×7, tyres super soft and soft tyres. Screechy's car looked like it was broken then. So Vit on pole. So here we go. Final race of the season. God, such a try-hard league now. Five red lights, and we are a go. Hatch should have the best start, although that Skyline not as good. Head down to the centres. Jumble of cars at the back there. Screechy's come out the head of the bunch. Screechy already up into 6th place. And he's going with his super softs to start. Mash has managed to take the lead. Can we see what it was? So Mash into the lead. PB in second. Vit in third, Hat in fourth, Shell Shock in fifth, with Screech going for the inside. He's been taken off from 2 rounds ago at Brands. Little bit of contact. Timmy all the way back down in 8th place. So Screech now is up into 5th place. So Screech is on a charge. Mash getting clear air. PB surrounded by a classified team. Vit in third, PB Hat in fourth. Shell Shock and Shelley's coming back at Screech. Screech's got that inside line. Trading pace is like no one's business. Be there in 7th. Timmy in 8th, Wrighton in 9th, TNT in 10th, Nick in 11th, Gad in 12th, and Hippie there in 13th. The PB's starting to pull away from Vit slightly. As we know, that Honda's brilliant on its fuel. So he's managed to get his way in front of Screechy. Can we see that move? We can't. B and Timmy are closing up on Screech and Shell Shock here. So Timmy's just after a bit of foothold. Timmy goes wide. Shelly goes deep. Screech wasn't close, but now he is. Any hiccup by Shelly now and Screech will pounce. Screech, much tighter line. Side by side they go. Heading down to that last corner. Shelly with the inside. So Screechy backs out. And now he's got B on his bumper. Right and cutting a bit of grass there. And right, and as always, picking up his penalties. He does like those experience points. Up to the line. Will we see Timmy to make the move on B? And he has. And he's also trying to make that move on Screech. So Timmy back into 7th place. So we start lap 3. We got Mash in the lead with PB closing him, and in fact Vit making full use of that slipstream, having a route around that prison pocket of PBs. Hat going along nicely in 4th, Shell Shock in 5th, Screech in 6th, with a rampage and Timmy and the Lords of the Underground right behind him. They have quite menacing looking Red Bull Honda. Screech much tighter line, leaving no space for Timmy to make use of. And in fact Shelly's actually being caught up on now. The Honda Impreza Hyundai battle. Screech having to be defensive, giving Shelly that little bit of space. TNT starting to have a look at B. So we're getting a bit of a train forming behind Shelly here. Gad there with Nick, Hippie and Wrighton. So we're getting a couple of little train. PB having a look on them, make the move on Mash. Mash has the inside line. PB looked to do the in and over. Have I just made up a manoeuvre? Possibly have. So Shelly has now got a second gap on Screech, because Screech is having to defend like crazy from Timmy. B zone, Timmy has a look. Screech has got that inside line. Nice shorter distance does into the complex. I bet TNT now. He's looking primed to make the move. Can we see where Vit made his move? Heading into the complex, he got past PB, so Vit now up into 2nd. Mash leading, Vit in 2nd, and in fact Vit's got his nose in. Vit will be into the lead, I believe. So come across the line, and he is. So our grid now has just come up to start lap 5. Vit's in the lead, Mash in 2nd, PB in 3rd, Hat in 4th, Shelly in 5th, Screechy and Timmy side by side as they head down in centre. Vince made it stick. Oh, a little bit of contact between Timmy and Screechy, which has allowed B and TNT to come through. It was unfortunate for Screechy. So now Panther agreed on lap 5. Vit leading, Mash in second, PB in third, Hat in fourth, Shelley in fifth, Timmy in sixth, B in seventh, Screechy already back up into 8th place. Little bit contact with B, which has allowed TNT to come through. I think there may have been a bit of dodgem cars there. None of it intentional. So Timmy has dropped back down into 9th place. B's managed to hold it, he's in 6th, TNT's in 7th, Screechy in 8th. We just have a look. So Mash is doing okay for fuel. Shelley, B's okay. It's TNT and Screechy. Can they go another lap of fuel? No. And basically they go in the pocket hand in hand. PB's in. So now Hat's leading, Mashing's in second, B's up into third, Timmy in fourth, Gad in fifth, Hippie in sixth. Screechy getting some fuel in Nick, TNT, PB, Shelley, and Wrighton. Pitted a lap earlier. So Hat leading with a Mash. So we got two little battles going on here, and all Timmy's picked up a penalty. Gad there in 5th place. Hippie in 6th. Well, I imagine these guys will have to come in this lap. So with our pitties, Vit's come out in first of those, PB in second, Shelley in third, Nick in fourth, Ryan, who hasn't pitted, there's got TNT coming over and Screechy there in 13th with a full tank of fuel and racing softs on. So we have Hat now heading up, and I would, by the look of it, I'd say he's going into pit. So Hat's in the pit, Mash is in the pit, B's in the pit, and Timmy. So is Gad and Hippie. So they pushed Hat's come out with the super softs. Across the line, Fits in first. Can we see them start? And then they are starting to come out of the pits. This is going to be tight. So Fits in back into first place. Hat's come out in third with Mash right behind him. PB's staying in second. Shell Shock's in fourth. Nick's still going well in 6th. TNT in 7th. Always gone wide, that'll be a pen, which allowed Timmy to come through. Right there in 9th place. Still without racing number. B coming under increasing pressure from Screechy. Side by side they go into the complex. Neither giving way. So we've got Gad in 12th, and is that Hippie in 13th. So our lead Vit's cruising away with PB behind him, with third, Mash in fourth, and Shelley in a close fifth place. Nick coming under pressure from Timmy. Wisely letting Timmy through, so Timmy now up into sixth place. Got a 4-second gap to catch up on those now. Nick in 7th, TNT in 8th, Wrighton in 9th, B in 10th, Screechy in 11th, Gad in 12th. Teammates taking dents out of each other's cars. TNT's through. Wrighton looking to try and make a move of it. Side by side they come. Wrighton thinking he could try and mug. Evening Fubs, how you doing, mate? And I look at this battle for second. This is almost like when I had the qualifying race. So Hat in second, Mash back into second. This is all playing in perfectly to Fitz hands and to Timmy. The more these four bite, yeah, can't complain. It's Friday. Got GL4 on the go. With a four-way battle for second. Now we look, Timmy has already took half a second out of these guys. So we've got Hat leading it out for Mash, PB, and Shelley looking to make a move for PB. Mash going for that wider line to get a bit more speed, and he's taking that second spot. Shelley's got the inside of PB. PB's held on to it as they're in through centre. And look out, there's that Red Bull getting closer by every lap. 2.5 seconds. TNT in 7th, Wrighton in 8th. B in 9th, Screechy in 10th, Nick in 11th. Those super softs and Nicks on the front are completely and utterly dead, and he's coming under increasing prep from Gad and Hippie now. And Wrighton getting them experience points again. But we need to keep a look on this battle here for the second. And that Red Bull car is getting closer. Hat's making the move. Mash, I thought, there through the hairpin. And as you can see, Timmy is getting extremely close now. Just over 2 seconds. Hat went a bit wide. That's going to allow PB and Shelley to pounce, and in fact Shelley's pounced on PB. PB kind of boxed in with the two of them. Can't. Three-way they go. Heading to T2. And Shelley there into 3rd place as they go through centre. PB still in 4th. Hat dropped down into 5th. Vic, 3.9 seconds in the clear. As we start lap 10 of 14. So we've got B, he's in 7th place, Screechy in 8th, TNT in 9th, Gad in 10th, Hippie in 11th, Wrighton and Nick in the pits. Screechy's not working in Budgie's favour again tonight. He's just trying too hard. Keeping them GRT boys nice and tightly into the complex, leaving no space. Well, I've just got to go back. See these manoeuvres of Timmy. Straight past Hat. Straight past PB. Is there no stopping this guy? But PB's come back at him, so Vit on lap 11th with the fastest lap. Mash in second, Shelley in third. PB not relenting. My place fourth, not your Timmy. You can F off for your Lords of the Underground. My spot. So now Timmy in a classified sandwich. Hat in 6th, B in 7th, Screechy in 8th, Gad in 9th, Hippie in 10th, Nick in 11th, Wrighton in 12th, TNT in 13th. You can still see Timmy and PB going at it as they head up towards the complex. PB's going to come straight back and take it because he's got that inside line. Timmy's swarming now after he got done over in qualifying. Car just biting a bit too hard in one of the corners. Timmy and Hat just sitting there waiting patiently, and in fact B is starting to close up on these guys, and Screechy's managed to pull away from Gad. Just over 3 laps to go. Gad's got some space between him and Hippie. Vit 137.4 now, 6 seconds in the lead from Mash, who's cruising with Shell Shock in 3rd, and Timmy's finally made it stickers and is up into 4th. And Hat looking to make the move, and and now the game screws Hat. So there we go. So Timmy, 4th place, about 2.5 laps to go. PB there in 5th, Hat in 6th, B in 7th, Screechy in 8th, Gad in 9th, Hippie in 10th, TNT in 11th, Wrighton in 12th, Nick in 13th, and as I say, Vit cruising mode, 7 seconds in the clear of Mash in 2nd, who has now got Shell Shock actually closing in on him. But Shelley wouldn't keep an eye on them rear view mirrors, because you've got a charging Timmy and PB closing in. Hat there in 6th place, keeping that 1.4 second gap over B as we start to head up towards that penultimate lap. Vit already on to the pit out straight, and Mash is Shelley's into that slipstream now. These pair got to watch where they're fighting there, because they got charging Timmy. Could be closing in at any moment. Heading now into the complex. This is very tight. Just having a look back. Oh. Did Screechy pick a penalty up? He did, which is unfortunate. So we got Mash, Shelley, and Timmy! So Mash is defending from Shell Shock. has allowed Timmy to close the gap. Head up for a final lap. Shelley full in that slipstream, going for the inside line. Timmy Timmy try and thread the needle between the pair of them up to the line, and it looks like he has. Through the centre, little bit of contact on Shelley, but Timmy, he's up into second. Shelley's still in third, and poor old Mash dropped down into fourth spot. Timmy trying to break the slipstream on Shelley. So Shelley and Mash was concentrating on each other, and Timmy's just mugged both of them. Start heading up towards the complex. I know it's not officially the complex, but it is to me. And PB now, it's closing in. Shelley's just too far away to put too much pressure onto Timmy. Round we go through the hairpin. Pretty much all done and dusted. Vitt 10 seconds in the lead. Shelley just not close enough, but he's in that slipstream. Mash is just dropping out of it. So Vitt's with that win. Shelley trying to use the slingshot. He's coming up alongside him. It's going to be close, but no. So Vitt with our winner, Timmy in second, Shelley in third, Mash in fourth, PB in fifth, Hat in sixth, B in seventh, Gad in eighth, Hippie in ninth, Screechy in 10th, TNT coming up to the line in 11th. Nick's going to get to the line before Ryan, because Ryan just wants some experience points. Nick across the line in 12th. Ryan cruises up to the line in 13th. So there we go, guys. Gr4 race. And look at all those ones with experience points. Vitt with the victory. Pole position, fastest lap, clean race. We'll just save the replay. Quick look at the results. So Vitt with the win, Timmy in second, Shelley in third, Mash in fourth, PB in fifth, Hat in sixth, B in seventh, Gad in eighth, Hippie in ninth, Screech in 10th, TNT in 11th, Nick in 12th, and Ryan in 13th. So I think we can safely say that Timmy is our Gr4 champ. And now we're going to change over to let's have a quick 5-minute break. As I say, the Marmite, it's all up for grabs. Mash is on 98 points, Hippie on 96, and Timmy on 71. So the victory could go either way. And as always, as it's a Marmite race, 8 laps, tyre wear times 6, fuel times 5. That wasn't even racing. So as I say, a quick 5-minute break. So let's see how this baby... Oh yeah. I believe this is a car you got to handle with care. Right, and he just loves those experience points. Oh, look at that fancy paint job on Screeches. Shiny. Very shiny. Oh, bad to me, bad. So let's have a look. So Nick's on his second lap. Nearly burnt through half a tank. And the car won't stop. So this will be interesting on the fuel savers. So let's have a look. It's a very pretty car. Nick's managed to get hold of the fuel levels as he comes up to start lap 4 with just under half a lap of fuel, or half a tank of fuel. How many have we got on grid? Who are we waiting for? Poor Screech is getting picked on. Let's have a look. It might be a very interesting race. So we got Nick going along nicely. TNT not doing too bad. Mash just starting to get it under control. A very Newcastle United livery there. Missed that corner a bit. PB. Nice fluorescent livery. Screechy, customary red and blue for Marmite. Managed to get it stopped for the corner there. We've got Ryden in the vanilla livery. Hat. I must say I do quite like that fluorescent livery. Being a nice green, Shelly, nice blue. Tammy! Sponsored by Heineken. And we have Gid Fit. So we're going with as usual. Just wait for Nick. Here we go. 8 laps, reverse grid of the Gr4, rolling start. Right, and yet again, using the windscreen wiper tactic. Now we'll ride and be able to have a penalty-free race. Fingers crossed he can. Have fun, guys. And we're away. Oh, Mash already making a move on Screechy. Oh, sorry, Hippie. Yeah, Hippie already up into 4th place. He's got a title to win. Screech keeping Gad and B behind him. Gad, bit of sideways. But held it. So Nick already into 1st place. Gets it stopped nicely. T goes wide. Hippie now into 3rd. Gets TNT with a penalty. So that's going to allow the scrum of cars. Close right up. Oh, well held by Screechy there. Side by side with B. Mash trying to push, get through. But Hippie's one of the ones we need to keep an eye on. And in fact, Ryton's giving Nick a race for it. Not allowing him to get away. Hippie there in 3rd. Gad in 4th, TNT in 5th. Mash also pushing through. He's got the title in his eyes. It's confusing me because he's almost got a matching livery with Hippie, but liveries don't matter on the Marmite. So Screechy there in 7th. Sorry, in 9th because B's just taken him. He's got PB looking to get by. Screech, not sure whether there was contact there. So if we have a look, Nick leading, Ryton in 2nd, Hippie in 3rd, Gad in 4th, TNT in 5th. Mash will get as close to Hippie as he possibly can. Gets that inside line and manages to get it stopped. But TNT goes to the over under. B in 7th, Shelley in 8th, PB in 9th, Vit in 10th, Hat in 11th, Screechy in 12th, and Tebby in 13th. So something must have happened to Timmy there. Too far back for me to see. Screechy's giving you some drinking. It's taken long enough. Don't know whether it was some contact from behind though. So Nick now starting to open a bit of a gap up and Brighton. And a Gad coming Mash has managed to get past Hippie. Can't we see that manoeuvre? Just caught the end of it. Brighton spoiling the GRT party. And Mash closing right up on Gad now. Goes for the inside. TNT's held the inside from Hippie. Mash is up through centre into third. Gad in fourth. TNT in fifth. Hippie in sixth. B in seventh. Shelley and PB. With Vit. And PB. We got that inside line on PB. I managed to get round. But she's all working in Nick's favour because now he's got 4.5 second lead. Mash is there in second. Gad's in third. Ryan's in fourth, so Ryan's obviously had his experience points. TNT in fifth. Hippie in sixth. B in seventh. Shelley in eighth. Vit in ninth. PB in 10th. Hat in 11th. Screechy in 12th. Tabay in 13th. So now Mash is going to try and claw his way back up to Nick. There's no way, it all comes down to pit strategy now. There's no way they can get all the way to the end of the race. Who will take the plunge and pit early? So Gad going along nicely in third. TNT and Ryan go wide, which has allowed Hippie to close right up. Hippie's got past TNT, so Hippie up into 5th place. Brighton just in front of him. TNT's picked up a bit and Brighton. So Hippie's now going to be in 4th. Looks like Shelley's picked one up as well. Taking liberties through Porsche, I believe. So there's Hippie up into 4th place. Mash just 3 seconds back on Nick now. And lap 4. Gad going nicely along in 3rd. Hippie in 4th. Brighton in 5th. B in 6th. Shelley in 7th. Vit in 8th. PB in 9th. TNT unfortunately dropped down into 10th. Hat in 11th. Tammy in 12th. Screech going along in 13th. So we have Nick coming up. And now we get to see, because Nick's tyres are dying, will he pit? I believe he is. So Nick into the pits. Mash into the pits. So Hippie staying out. Brighton stayed out as well, as done as Shelley. But we know Shelley likes to go the long strategy. And it looks like Hippie just wants to try and bash it out for a few more laps. Hat stayed out as well. So as they start coming out the pits, Hippie's leading, Shelley's in 2nd, Brighton's in 3rd, Mash in 4th, refueled and retired, but with Nick right behind him in 5th. So obviously Nick put a bit more fuel in. Hat there in 6th place. Of all our non-pitters, he's probably the one with the most fuel. So Hippie leading it out at the moment, with Shelley in second, Wrighton in third, Mash in fourth, Nick in fifth, Hat in sixth, Gad in seventh, PB in eighth, B in ninth, Fit in 10th, Tamay in 11th, TNT in 12th, and I think Screechy's having to think about retiring. So Hippie across the line. Shelley and Wrighton have pitted. So we've got Mash, 4.5 seconds back on Hippie, with 3 laps to go. Mash got to get his head down now. But Nick's not giving up on getting that second place back. Mash there with the fastest lap so far, 1:33.81. Making another lap 5 on because that was his pit lap. But Nick's not giving up on it. So yeah, Budge, can't rely on Screechy for your drinking now. He's sitting in the pits. So Mash has already put 1.5 seconds into Hippie there. What's this now? Mash is really pedal to the metal. Put 1/2 second into Hippie and into Nick on this lap alone. And Hippie's into the pits. Had no choice, 7 litres of fuel. So Nick's there back up in second place. Gad there in third. PB in fifth, Fit in sixth, Hat in seventh, Shelley in 8th, Tabay in 9th, Wrighton in 10th, TNT in 11th. Hippie's going to come back out in about 8th place. 1 off. Oh, Wrighton still picking those experience points up. So at front 2 of Mash and Nick, clear air for them. Gad coming under pressure from B. Excuse me. As I head up into the complex. The PB brothers in 5th and 6th. Gad doesn't watch it, he's going to have a massive long snake behind him. Do you like how his car says showtime? B looking for that inside. But Gad says no. Through that they go. The Hippie already back up into 7th place. Mash onto his final lap. B's put the fastest lap on 1:32.8. Gad leading out this train of cars now. Being for Fit picking up a penalty somewhere. But Gad went wide, allowed B through into 3rd place. Gad there in 4th. Hippie now into 5th place. Fit in 6th. PB in 7th. Shelley in 8th. Hat in 9th. Tamay in 10th. Wrighton in 11th. TNT in 12th. Screechy having a cup of tea and a slice of cake. Hippie looking to make the move on Gad now. Final lap into the complex. Mash still leaning it out from Nick. With B leading this gaggle of cars. Halfway through the complex. Hippie looking any way he can get past these cars. Try, because he's looking to defend his Marmite title. You've got to be careful. Doesn't leave a door open for Vit to come up on the inside. Vit's looking at it. Onto the finishing straight. Mash coming up to the line to take the title and the win. Nick in second. B in third. Gad in fourth. Hippie in fifth. B third on the tail. Gad in fourth. Hippie in fifth. Vit in sixth. PB in seventh. Hat in eighth. Tabby in ninth. Shelley always out of fuel. So Wrighton in 10th, TNT in 11th, Shelley in 12th, and Screechy in the pits in 13th. So there we go, guys. From just a rough calculation, I believe Mash is our champion. You've got a 6th. Yeah. So Mash is our new Marmite champion. We'll have to check because we will have drop rounds. But on first look, it's looking that way, and it's still my fault. Just save the replay. Look at the race results. A Mash for the win. Nick in second, B in third, Gad in fourth, Hippie in fifth, Fit in sixth, PB in seventh, Hat in eighth, Timmy in ninth, Wrighton in 10th, TNT in 11th, Shellshock in 12th, and Screechy in 13th. Right, I'm going to end the stream, guys. Thanks for watching. Believe I am back tomorrow night for Multiclass at St. Quat, I believe. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, give it a like, and most important, look after yourselves in these troubling times. Nighty night.